Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to discuss the Bottega, oh my goodness, I wanted to say hobo bag. Well, it is a hobo bag, but we're going to discuss the Bottega hop bag in the medium size. I've had this bag for nearly 3 months now, and I have used it for at least 2 months straight. No joke. January, February, used it straight. And I am going to share with you my thoughts. What I think of it. Is it worth the splurge? Because it's quite a pricey bag for what well, no, I cannot say that. It has a lot of leather. Anyways, I'm going to tell you my thoughts, the good, the bad. I've actually always had an eye on a Bottega hobo bag, and more specifically the Jody. Because in all honesty, before the whole revamp of Bottega, I looked at the brand and I was like, this is really a very, very, very old lady brand. I don't get it. Apparently, all I need is a modern creative designer and a bomb marketing team. And then you blend them together and I'm there saying, please take my money. That's what Bottega did to my brain. I'm obsessed with them. And I will tell you honestly, this is getting ahead of myself. But of all the Bottega bags that I own, and I own 5, which I think is quite an achievement, no, 6, I can say their quality is out of this world. If we are comparing now the different brands, I dare to say that Bottega is one of the only brands, the very few brands, who has kept their quality. This is sad to say. I'm not going to bash any other brands at this moment in this video, maybe another time, but it is what it is. The reason I want to talk about this bag right now, because some of you might be thinking it's a very heavy leather bag. The color leans more towards winter and fall. And here in Europe and a huge part of the world, we are heading towards summer. So, Carol, what's up with you? Well, what's up with me is that I happen to find that kind of bags, this one strap, throw over your shoulder kind of bags, are perfect for summertime. You know, you can throw all of your junk inside, you can go to the beach, you can go for lunches and even dinners. Where else do you go in the summer? Anyways, like, you're doing outdoorsy things a lot more, probably. So you can throw all of your crap inside. You can take your sink from home so that you can always wash your hands in your own little sink. You can put your own toilet in there. Okay, then you don't have to use public restrooms. I enjoyed this bag so much during the winter months because I parked my gloves, my hats, well, I do wear only one hat at a time. But I mean, like, this is a great bag for all of your essentials, a little bit more, and then throw on top something like a cardigan or a scarf or something like that. A beach towel, why not? A change of clothes, your shoes, everything fits in here. I'm going to get into the cons that I have noticed. Now, the number one con for some people will be the weight of this bag. Hold on, I have still one little thing in here. Doesn't really weigh much, but I'm still going to get it out of the way. The number one con for some people is going to be the weight of the bag because it is full leather. It's the intrecciato leather, as you see, and it's fully leather lined. So it's leather upon leather upon leather. So when you start filling it up, it's going to get heavier. However, I had the Louis Vuitton on the go tote, and I will hand on heart say that it was so much heavier and so much more unpleasant to wear than this one. The fact that this Bottega bag has this very wide shoulder strap, it distributes the weight very evenly. So I just take it as a workout. It's just an extra weight, an extra workout for me to carry this bag, and I don't mind the weight. It has never become unpleasantly heavy because of that strap. It just divides the weight perfectly. But if you do want a feather light bag, then you know, might I suggest maybe this, or something else that I have is the Prada nylon tote, you know, like then you go for nylon and then you go for canvas bags if you don't want any weight whatsoever. But if you do want a luxurious leather bag that is also not the heaviest of the leather bags and distributes the weight nicely, then it's really good. But for those of you who do have a concern with the weight, this baby is not the lightest of the bags. Con number 2 is the fact that it does not have a zipper. Now for me, I knew this going into it, so I don't really worry about it. But if you do want to have a zipper, now personally, again, I feel that a zipper would be somewhat cumbersome. This bag already sits under your shoulder without being like too close, because you can kind of like wrap it together like this. It doesn't sit in my pit hole. So no one's gonna get to your stuff. You only have this concern when you set this bag down, or if you like keep it like gaping open. But my solution here is what I would do with a Nevah full or any open tote for that matter, is you throw something on top of there, which makes it kind of harder to get to the bottom of the stuff. It doesn't bother me. I kind of like the fact that I can mold this bag however I want to. I can, if I want to, keep it like this, which is kind of weird. I never do that because then it sticks out. But what I do is I fold this bag on top of itself, like the closure on top of itself. It has a magnetic little button over here, which makes it nice. And it closes on itself. And I can just throw it on my shoulder and call it a day. And I think this looks absolutely stunning and lovely. Now, whilst filming this video, I did have a little bit of a heart attack because I can see that there could be potentially some stitches kind of coming loose over here. This is the part where you kind of always open and close and open you close. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. If I need to return it or if I need to get help at Bottega, I'm very curious as to how they're going to do that, because I don't live in a country where they sell Bottega in a store. So I'm very curious about this, but I don't think it should be a problem because the Bottega bags do get like a lifetime warranty, first of all. And second of all, I just got it a few months ago. So if something does happen within a year or two, I cannot imagine that they are not going to help me. But this is maybe a thing to keep an eye on, is that if you buy it, you do check the stitches and all that. But that's neither here nor there. Bashed it around and I don't see any kind of corner wear, absolutely nothing. But it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen, because corners do bump into things, and it's kind of like part of the deal. But so far, so good. Another con for some of you guys will be the fact that it doesn't have any feet. Now, on a hobo bag, feet would look extremely ridiculous. That's kind of like the whole point of a hobo bag, is like, let's be a hobo, let's sit on the ground. But the thing that I like the least about this bag is also the thing that I love the most. Weird, right? And it's the intrecciato leather. It's really pretty, but it's also the thing that worries me the most, because it's woven leather, right? I have thought about what's going to happen if somebody spills something on it. What if I spill something on it? What if like ice cream falls on it, like a ball of ice cream, and it starts melting and it kind of like just goes all over the place and like under all the intrecciato leather. This is going to be an extreme Q-tip project to kind of clean everything out. Same thing if you set it down somewhere really gunky and disgusting and stuff's gonna pour through there. That's kind of like not fun. And the other thing is, if you get stuck somewhere, right? If you would get stuck behind something and it would pull and it would break a leather piece, oh my goodness. I would die. I would die. I do have confidence that they have done the intrecciato leather for so long. they would not be churning it out if it was some kind of a weakling and it would just deteriorate before your eyes. So I'm kind of thinking, okay, I bought this bag to be used, and I'm actually really enjoying the fact that it's getting softer and softer with the wear. Because when I got it out of the box, you should be prepared for that as well, and think a little bit logically in that sense that it is going to be stiff. It's going to be stiff because no one has used it, right? It will be, you know, you will feel that it's a bag that has not been used. But the beauty of the intrecciato leather, it's so buttery soft that it's going to get even butterier. Is that even a word? It's going to get softer, and I think it will eventually become a bag that it will become a puddle when you put it down. And that's my goal in life, to have all of my bags become puddles. Well, at least the ones who should become puddles. So yes, beautiful bag. Another con though, I'm all over the place, but just bear with me. Another con with this bag is the fact that I have this gorgeous, gorgeous leather jacket. I'm going to show it to you. Suede jacket. I got it from De Savary, London, very heavily influenced by Freya Killin. Got it in the fall months, and I thought to myself, this and this together, does this not look like a match made in heaven? Well, technically it does, right? Doesn't it? Technically it does. However, suede against real leather and like soft leather creates this high voltage situation, which I'm not in for. It's the same like rubbing wool on plastic. So that's kind of like the sad part of it, but I can live with it. I'm just going to put something else on. But you have to think of the materials just a little bit. Most of the bags that I have, they either have like I'm just trying to think now. The leather straps are really kind of, you know, if I look at this Vachetta leather, for example, it's kind of like a matte leather. It's a very thin strap, so the contact point is much thinner. But this is a wider contact point. The leather is smooth. If this is anything at all that bothers you, you should think about that. That some materials are going to get electrocuted, electrified with this bag. Now, I am very patiently waiting for a denim version of this bag. There is one on the market which is half denim, half leather, like, you know, a blue with like the navy, dark blue denim with like blue leather. What am I trying? In case you didn't know, this is the international sign of intrecciato. This is how we understand intrecciato. But anyways, there is one kind of like half and half. I would think that they did it half and half because of the fact that the leather is going to keep the jean form, and the jean's going to keep the leather. The bag is going to keep its form better. But secretly, I'm hoping for an entire denim intrecciato bag. If I find that, my summer's made. If you are on the taller side, I would not even look towards the size smaller, because this large bag gives you the opportunity to have nothing inside, but you still have like a bag, but you can still fill it up if you need to. You know what? If you need more convincing of the size, not that you asked, but Mel Soldera, who's a tiny, tiny human being, she unboxed this and she showed it on her frame, and it looks good. It looks good. There is no other humongous bag that you would put on her that would look good. Even, dare I say, the Jody would not look good on her, I'm pretty sure, like the humongous one. But this one, I don't know, it's a chameleon bag. That's what it is. And it's a dangerous little game, because every now and then, I'm checking out the new colors that it comes in. I'm like, ooh, I love it in khaki. This is what I could justify. khaki black and something light. That's a lot of bags. That would be khaki, black, maybe like the caramel or whatever the name is called in Bottega. I kind of mixed them up. In order to justify this bag, I sold my Céline Sangle tote and also my Louis Vuitton on the go tote, and I do not regret selling them one bit. I do not regret them. This is how much I love this one. And I don't know. I don't care about quiet luxury. I don't need to prove to anyone that I have old money, which I don't, by the way. Everything is new money. But my point is, I don't care about like the quiet luxury for the meaning of it, like quiet luxury. But I do appreciate a no logo, like not too much branding. I do appreciate that in different places of the world where I visit, or, you know, some of the cities have become a little bit more dangerous. And I do appreciate just walking through and not having too much branding on site. So, I don't know. It smells so good. I think this video was all over the place, but I hope you forgive me. I hope that you felt my love for this bag through the camera. And if you are planning to get one, or if you do get one, or if you have one, please send me a photo of it on Instagram. I would love to see it because I'm so debating of getting it in another color. But like I said, for the summer, I think that I would love to have it in a more canvas style. I don't even know if it's possible with the intrecciato because it cannot get all droopy and loopy. So I don't even know if it's possible, but for now I'm enjoying this one. And ya betcha, the minute that there's a slightly cooler weather in the summer, she's gonna come out. She's gonna come out all proud. Listen, it's been a while since my last video, so I hope you forgive me that I'm rusty and crusty, and this video was all over the place. I didn't even have an outline and all these things, but I am very happy that you're still looking at my dumb face over here. And I'm telling you, if you are not going to get yourself into financial troubles and you can't afford this bag, please go. Run, don't walk. It's a fantastic bag. I'm very happy I got it. So yes, this was it, you guys. If you want to see the other Bottega bag that I got not so long ago, then I'm going to post this video over here. Go look at it. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you again next time. Bye.